Can we not fight, please? Alright, you ready?
What do you got for us, world?
Renzo Peruca in Chile wants to know, hi tripod.
Hi.
I don't really know how to answer that. Do you guys live together?
We did for a while, but it got a bit weird.
I actually did live with you for a while, Scod.
I know.
Is that the time you're talking
No, I'm
about?
talking about the house that had 2 beds when the 3 of us lived there. I just thought it got a bit political. I always thought we should just buy a 3rd bed and not have to, you know.
One of them was a double though.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying, but that made it worse. I know you think that makes it okay.
That's 3 people worth of bedding,
I know,
to my
we've
mind.
had this conversation.
I don't remember this. Was I in the group at the time?
We drugged you.
Someone was in the group.
Who was it again?
That's how I got pregnant.
I'm glad that you asked that, Renzo. Okay,
Yeah, oh, by the way, the answer is no. Except for that one time Yoni lived at my house after he beat up the cop. Had to go into hiding.
She deserved it though.
Yeah.
Ask Tripod your question.
Has Tripod considered getting a tripod so that Yon doesn't have to hold the camera?
Look at this, hands free, all 3 of us. Hey?
We're using the power of our minds to keep that camera floating.
Sort of deal. It's the best tripod you can buy.
Voice recognition, except that, you know, I would have gone the bigger model, slightly taller reach, but you know.
Yeah, but you know.
But the tripod is charming. It's got its own little charm, I think.
It's a bit mouthy.
Bit mouthy, but
Bit mouthy.
yeah.
I am the original tripod.
Exactly. Ask Tripod your questions. If each member in Tripod... Oh, this is from... Hannah Gardner from Gloucestershire.
Hi, Hannah.
I was in Gloucestershire just 2 months ago. Lovely place. If each member in Tripod could gain a superpower, what would your individual powers be and what would your costumes be?
Follow me. What you'll see here is a carefully documented illustrative record of what our superpowers are. Yoni, take us through what's with the...
so my guy, we're starting with my guy. So that's that's Lamb Chop's hands man.
He's called Chop Hands. Chop
Yeah, I
Hands.
accidentally called him what Scod calls him, which is wrong.
It's a good name.
Lamb Chop's hands man because his hands are lamb chops. That's why he's called that. His power is that the meat smells so good.
Like meat.
It smells good that it attracts his
Prey.
quarry.
Quarry.
Prey, whatever.
Enemy.
Even better.
Coppers.
Cops, yeah. And then once they get in close, he can use these bits and like stab them with it.
He's got a weakness though.
Vegetarians.
Mine, Flightless Birdman.
Oh,
Flightless
dear.
Birdman. Looking at the sky.
He heard about Icarus, but he only got halfway through the story.
No, yeah,
and so he just goes, I'm going to be Icarus one day.
Yeah.
And
he's basically good at.
He
sort of
didn't get anywhere
flummoxing.
near the sun.
No.
No way. The sun's he's not in any danger from the sun. He can kind of flummox you a bit, like feathers come off him all the time.
He creates chaos.
He can basically jump off the top of a chicken coop and not be hurt.
Yeah.
When he lands at the bottom.
Yeah. He runs interference, doesn't he?
Yeah.
During possibly at the start of each battle, he'll go
There's
up.
a sideline in hiring himself out to trainee boxers to chase around paddocks and stuff to try and catch.
Oh yeah. To just get their fitness level up.
Good for paying the rent.
Yeah.
It's not exactly superhero work.
Yeah.
And the only way you can kill him is to chop his head off on a chopping block.
Yeah, and even then, for a while.
Yeah, and then he runs around.
Yeah.
And the blood.
Yeah, but very important part of the team.
I don't think in this picture I've quite captured the sheer raw
It's very hard to.
power of douche. I can't go into why I have this power or how I got it, but suffice to say it was a personal journey, a one man against the elements and a real spiritual discovery that went on.
You know, like in Evil Dead,
Yeah.
that first scene?
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
Evil Dead.
No.
He got fucked by
And I
a
won't
tree.
I won't
basically.
be. No, I was never given one by a tree. All right. I'm not. See now. You're starting to.
That's
I'm
why he
not
doesn't
giving
want to
you any
say
detail.
what the
It's
origin
embarrassing
story.
past, an embarrassing origin
Yeah,
story.
Like,
Yeah,
no,
it
you
is.
think that if you like.
It's the most embarrassing origin story.
I'm not
I mean, there's bitten by a radioactive spider, there's falling into a radioactive swamp.
And being fucked by a tree.
That happened. Anyway, the power is that I have on command the ability to call up like whoosh, like a jungle out of the
forest.
Floor. Boom, like massive destruction.
Just like comes up. So even if you're in like a
like
city
a
or
mile
something,
radius,
it would lay waste to a city
yeah, it would lay waste to a city
with nature. So
it
it's
does.
kind of
Nature just bam. It's like it's like stopping civilization, fast forwarding. Doosh,
Yeah,
everything just
That's
that's
awesome.
massive power
you could like save the world from you know,
itself.
greenhouse effect and shit.
Oh yeah.
Do they still talk about the greenhouse effect? Is that still a thing?
Yeah, apparently.
But they don't use that term anymore.
We're still going to hell. It's just global
it's
warming.
a bigger bucket.
Global warming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a bigger term.
Why don't they call it greenhouse effect?
Because that's too specific. There's a lot else
It
going
just sounds
on
like a
as well.
nice place where there are some flowers growing and an illicit love affair happens with a girl with a hat.
Ask Tripod your questions.
Elizabeth Banks from Kalgoorlie wants to know, that's in Australia, if you could go to any planet in the solar system, which one would it be and why?
Difficult question because each of them are different, well, planetscapes in their own way. Planetscapes. Don't question me. Don't question my scientific know-how. Why just question me straight away?
Well, you can't go to just any of them. They're not inhabitable. Most.
Well, that's my point.
Inhabitable,
Said
except
if you
Earth.
could. If you could.
Then all of them.
If you could.
I think
What
maybe
looks the most attractive?
So, Elizabeth.
Uranus.
Uranus
Uranus.
looks
Hey,
pretty attractive,
hey.
Jupiter because it's a gas. Eh?
it's a gas.
Let's examine the question,
Usually
Elizabeth.
floating
if
around.
you could go to every planet, which one would you go to? So, if the universe was not as it is, then what would you do? Right? Elizabeth?
Yeah.
You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
I think you
As
should
it
take a
is.
good, long, hard look at yourself
Yeah.
and really think
That
about whether you're
question's
happy
just-
in your life.
No. Oh.
Why are you
Because you keep constructing these questions about the universe not being how, and it is
She
how it
keeps
is.
doing
She
it.
needs
She's only
to-
asked one question.
Yeah, but she needs to get real.
Fiction.
Yeah, she needs
What?
to read less fiction.
science fiction?
Science is not based on fiction, except for
Total.
science fiction.
Honestly, you're living in a fit fantasy world.
Mars would be mine.
Ever since
Mars
Scott
is pretty
started rapping, he's become really badass.
Yeah, I have.
about,
I'm quite badass.
Quite good at rapping.
Ask Tripod your questions.